Hey guys, what's going on? Seth here. First off, I'd like to apologize for not being able to get episode 45 up and running until now. The previous time that I recorded episode 45, for some reason during the editing process, the audio was not picking up along with the video, so that's why it is the way it is. The second thing you'll notice is that this is an audio blog instead of just me regularly talking on camera. I'm not gonna lie, the main reason I'm doing this is just because I'm being lazy today, I just didn't want to set everything up, so I'm not gonna lie, it's just me being lazy. I'm not. But anyway, this isn't gonna be a normal thing, I'm still gonna do the actual video for the blogs and everything like that, so this is just a one-time thing unless something happens to my camera or anything like that. So anyway, let's go ahead and get on with the episode. The first thing I want to do is talk about Yama-Con, because I wanted to try to get an episode out before Yama-Con, but due to the video issues that I was having, that wasn't possible. So for this episode, I'm going to be talking about Yama-Con and what's going on with the channel. So Yama-Con was absolutely amazing. It was great. I highly recommend it to any anime otaku fans out there or video game fans that want to go to a convention around the Tennessee area, around Pigeon Forge. For it only being their second year running this con, I was extremely impressed on how everything was handled. The location was fantastic, the voice actors were great, the panels themselves, they could use a little work, but, nothing too bad that would turn me away from this con. The vendor's room was amazing, the artist alley was great, everyone was so friendly and helpful. If I had a question about something, it was absolutely fantastic, and I definitely am going to be going back next year. As you notice actually through this video, I'm going to be doing pictures of some of the stuff I picked up and some of the pictures I actually took at Yama-Con. And I also, just to talk briefly about what I did there, I got to meet a good bit of the voice actors. Let me see. The first one I met was Little Karibo, who, as many of you know, has done the Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge series and also voices Nylok for the Flash animation tome that is done by Kerbifer. And he was so nice, like one of the most down-to-earth guys you will ever meet. And you think, oh, he's popular on YouTube, this is gonna get to his head. No, in all honesty, he's kind of one of those guys. He's kind of like me. It's just like, I didn't expect many people to get into this, so the fans are what's really driving this, and I'm just thankful people are watching it. So he was really cool. I actually got to do a little video with him. And it's actually the video before this one, so if you want to check it out, it's called Crow Murder 15 Meeting Little Karibo at Yama-Con. It's just a little stick that me and him do. It's really cool. And there's a backstory to it in the video description, so make sure to read that before it's like, oh, he just did the line out of the clear blue, So make sure to check that out. I also got to meet Sunny Straight, who voices Maze Hughes from Fullmetal Alchemist, Krillin from Dragon Ball Z, if I'm pronouncing this right, Usopp from One Piece, because I don't watch One Piece. But he was really cool. I got to talk to him for a little bit. I got to meet Sean. I can't really pronounce his last name. It's Schmeek. I don't know. But many know him for voicing Goku for Dragon Ball Z. And I got to meet him for just a minute. He was doing an autograph session, and I got his autograph and talked to him for just a brief second. And last but certainly not least, because this was honestly one of my favorite moments, was Chuck Huber. Chuck has voiced Android 17 in Dragon Ball Z, Stein in Soul Eater. He's voiced Kululu in Sergeant Frog and a bunch of other different voices. And honestly, in my own opinion, he was one of the coolest guys to meet. He actually ran a panel on Sunday, which was kind of like an acting 101. And thanks to my friend Sarah that kind of pointed me out, I actually got to act out a scene in front of him, which was known as the Gibberish game. And many of you know that this is a similar game to foreign film or fan dub when we did Whose Line at Tsubasa-Con. So it was kind of natural to do it in front of him and everything. But just to be able to do that and talk to him and everything was awesome. And I really hope that he's able to come back to Tsubasa-Con, which I'm going to talk to the, the heads up, being like, who should we get this year? And like, we need Chuck Huber back. He was awesome. He needs to come back. But anyway, yeah, Yama-Con was a very, very fantastic experience. So anybody that's around that area, for next year, they're already planning and stuff for next year. I highly, highly recommend going. There were a couple other voice actors there. Let me see. I'm trying to remember. Johnny Young Bosch was there. I unfortunately didn't get to meet him because during the time there's also a Magi Quest down in the Tennessee area. If you don't know what that is, it's kind of a virtual reality game. A group of friends actually from Sabasa-Con went with myself and Amelia. Let me see, Kat, Kenny, Dart, Sarah, Brittany, Heather, and my friend Nicole was there also, and she was actually running part of the maid cafe for Yama-Con, so that was really cool. And it was just great to see everyone there. It felt like a convention away from Sabasa-Con that also had a similar feeling to Sabasa-Con at the same time, if that makes any sense. But yeah, great time. Just I can't wait to go back, and just awesomeness. But anyway, so let's talk about the channel for a little bit before I keep on rambling about how awesome Yama-Con was. We have a few more episodes of the Yoshi's Island series of Two Bros and Sissy, and we have up to episode 11. And then we're going to take a detour because we don't have any more episodes of Yoshi's Island recorded yet. We have about 4 other games that are up right now. We have Battletoads Battletoads and Double Dragon: The Ultimate Team, which is about 4 episodes long and it's finished. The first versus between myself and Thomas for Killer Instinct, and it's only 1 episode long. One of my personal favorites that we did, Diddy's Conquest, which is myself and Thomas, and it's finished, and it's about 16 episodes long. And we're currently working on Pokemon Crystal, which is the Pokemon game that actually won the voting for which Pokemon game we should play on Two Bros and Sissy. And we're currently up to episode 10 on that one, and that's still continuing on. So what I'd like from you guys is I'm going to go ahead and finish up Yoshi's Island up to episode 11 and then take the detour. And what I'd like from you guys is to pick which game you would like to see next. And like I said, your choices are Battletoads and Double Dragon, Killer Instinct, Diddy's Conquest, or Pokemon Crystal. Now, please note that these episodes were recorded way, way in advance. So that way, like, if you're watching an episode and you hear something about something like, oh, I can't wait for Sabasa-Con, that's because these episodes were filmed before Sabasa-Con. So, yeah, what we normally do for an episode is, like, for a series, we'll sit there for an hour, and within that hour time period, we're able to get about 6 episodes recorded, because each episode's about 10-minute increments, unless there's, like, a pause or something that I need to make or something, and then I'll make it into a little bit of a longer episode, or something like that. But, yeah, whatever you guys want to see, just pick down below, just comment down below, whether you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, just comment down below. There's not many other projects I really have in mind right now, just because of school and everything like that. I am finishing up this semester, coming up next week, but I actually plan on going back to Bridgemont to acquire an IT degree. And that's going to take about maybe 2 years at the most. So, still in the game. What are you going to do? It's not the fact that I didn't like printing or anything like that, or that I'm quitting printing. It's just the simple fact of I'm not sure what type of a job I can get around the area. So I was looking at, different options, and I decided I wanted to go into IT, which is something that I've really, 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 really been interested in and have some experience in. So that's the route I'm going to be taking. There might be one project that I have in mind coming up soon, and it might be recorded within the next couple of weeks, hopefully. I just have to kind of figure out what I want to do with it. So, other than that, that's about it. Like I said, guys, Yama-Con was absolutely fantastic. Thanks to anybody that's a staff member of Yama-Con or that helped with Yama-Con that's watching this. Thank you so much for making it an awesome con. It was a great experience, and I definitely look forward to coming back again next year. And just to everyone out there, that was there, that I took pictures of or anything that you see in the video or anything like that, you know, definitely comment, be like, hey, this is me, or something like that. And I definitely appreciate you letting me being able to take your picture and such and all that. Everyone was just so nice and everything, and it just felt very welcoming. So other than that, that's about it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and hop off here, and I promise the next episode will actually be video. So this is Seth, signing off.